Let's go to top 4. Oh, yo, what's up, DM? DM? Bart? Yeah, I'm sorry. I just drew like a fucking god versus you. Like, these hands are just fucked up. The chat's gonna see. The last 4 games of this tournament, we ran real hot. Ready? All right, chat. Ready? So we're up against DM. They're on Oath. And this is my starting hand. Maybe. Magic Online, please. Yeah, this is my starting hand. I'm gonna not say anything and see what lines chat comes up with. Hey, chat. Show me what you got. I want to see what lines you come up with for this hand. Play cards win. A strong line. I agree. If they have double force, we probably lose. So there's a very simple turn 1 kill line, but I tried to find a line that also got us a Flusterstorm. I want to see. I want to give chat a second and see what chat thinks. Too hard? Uh-oh. I'm gonna take a drink. You guys find some lines here. Scroll for recall. That's not where I would go. DT for Ancestral. Everyone wants to DT for Ancestral. Interesting. What cards do you want more than Ancestral? Ones that win the game. Yep, so everyone's seeing the very obvious Crypt, Lotus, DT for Tinker, Will, Lotus, Tinker with Force Backup. No Blightsteel, we get a Citadel, so we probably win. Yep, that's the obvious one. So I tanked a while here to try to find... I was hoping there was a line where I could DT for Fluster, and then do the Tinker line, but I would need a land, I think is what the answer was. I think if I had a land, I might have been able to go DT for Fluster, Yogg will back my Lotus, DT for Tinker, Tinker with Force Fluster backup. But I can't do that. So I do go with the line that chat came up with, which is it's DT for Tinker with Force backup. If they have more than one Force, I get fucked. It's a risky hand, but I'm taking Tinker with Force backup every day, and I'm jamming every day. Holy shit, he almost had 2 forces. That would have been so sad. Alright, so I DT for Tinker. So one of the other things I can do is I could DT for Force, because I have another blue card, and then DT for Tinker, but I didn't have enough mana, I don't believe. So that was the other line I was trying to get to, but I just don't have enough mana. So I wouldn't even have enough mana with an extra mana. So in the end, we just take the simple DT for Tinker with Force backup. Opponent has Force. We have Force. Who's ready for this one? Who's ready? Ready? Citadel. Brick. Remember when I remember when I said you gotta treat your Citadel right so it doesn't come back and get you? This is what I'm talking about. It's not bad. It's not really that bad. I was not mad. I was actually laughing my ass off because I'm like, this is just a very, very normal thing for me to happen. But this is better than yeah, this is a lot better than having 2 lands on the top of my deck. 2 lands would have been very bad for me. But Force is not the worst because you just force their turn 1 play and you go to your turn and you win anyways. So it's not a big deal. I believe that's what happened here. It's even, they don't even have a turn 1 play, so I actually get to draw Force, and I have a blue card in hand, so I'm very happy. And I cast Brainstorm, hold priority, and then I put back... How do I do this? I assume that I put back land, scroll, and then scroll away the land. Yeah, scroll for Ancestral. Then I hit some Moxen. And I hit a PO, and I hit some Moxen, and then, you know, you kind of know what happens from here. So we win anyways, but it was a pretty funny one. I was laughing when that happened. It was pretty funny. And then game 2 wasn't as strong as my first game hand, but it was still a really good one. So here I have 3 Moxen, Force of Will, DT. Like, this is a great hand. It's a very good PO hand. Opponent doesn't have an Oath here. I drew a blue card for Force, which is great. Also a snapback this. Oh, you had Trap? Wow. I chose... I mean, I had Fluster to pay for Trap, so I'm definitely jamming Trap here, I think. Oh, sorry, I'm definitely jamming Tutor here, I think, every time. I would probably consider... I would probably trap this no matter what. I mean, I can see the reasoning behind not trapping, and you just kind of, I'm run into it, but I think I usually cash in my traps pretty liberally. So I actually don't think I even go for Tinker. I just go for Ancestral because I have a Snapcaster in my hand. And I have Force, Fluster, and a Snapcaster to snap back Ancestral or DT. I'm like super happy. Yeah, I definitely understand the desire to get the most out of your Mind Break Trap. I get that, but I think I would cash it on the DT. I think this game like kind of just runs really wild after this because you miss your land drop. I assume I just jam an Ancestral end of turn. No, I don't even jam the Ancestral end of turn. That seems wrong to me. I have to hope that I draw a blue source? I don't like that. I think the Oath matchup is kind of hard. But I beat every Oath player that's not Miharu, typically, so it's kind of weird. It's hard to tell. I did draw a blue source. I'm not sure I liked the waiting on the Ancestral. I don't like that very much, but maybe it's fine. I do know I punted the last turn of this game, but it didn't end up mattering. So you Gaia's blessing my DT, and I'm just like, whatever, who cares? Then we end of turn Ancestral, we have Fluster, we have Force, we have Snap, we Fluster a Force of Will. You Fluster back, which I'm just fine with because I have Snapcaster still. You have 2 cards left in hand. We already have a creature in play, so we don't have to worry about Oath. I actually typically don't leave in Snapcaster in this matchup. I forgot about sideboarding, guys. I'm sorry. I just like board out some creatures and a Moxen and get some counter spells in my deck. I must have missed the Breach sideboard is the same as all the other Breach sideboards, so you didn't miss too much. Oh, we brought in Disenchant. That's an important one. Yes, we brought in Disenchant. So here's an interesting one. I think we just took Night's Whisper. It's like a little greedy to not take Ponder just to be a blue card for Force. But I did choose to Narset over Snap Ancestral because the Narset's going to stop them from pondering and preordaining, which is like very, very high value. So this is like a little greedy, but I think it's fine. I did end up not drawing a blue card, which is which is still fine because now I have Mentor Night's Whisper. I don't really need Snap Ancestral, but... So here they play their own Narset, which I just force because I have draw spells and I don't want them to find cards. They have one card left in hand, and then we win here because we just play a Mentor. I do fuck this up. I tapped all my black sources. I was getting a little nervous and hypey because I have a Remora, a Narset, and a Mentor. I was like, I have it all. But then I accidentally tapped my 2 black sources. Just like a fucking idiot. So I lost out on Night's Whispering this turn, which could have been a problem for sure. But I had a great hand and no Mind Break Trap. So you must have a Mind Break Trap left in your hand right now. Yeah. Oh no, that was the other game. No, that was this game. Was this game? Yeah, that was this game. Yeah, that Mind Break Trap was really cost you, huh? Interesting. Well, that's a good lesson too. So yeah, I should have played a Night's Whisper here, but like I said, this is gonna lock up the game pretty much. So, all right, on to the finals. Yeah, so the only really super interesting thing in this game was the DT stuff, like the DT the DT target I chose, and not getting Mind Break Trap on the DT. Interesting. Okay.